Rigathi Gachagua, the deputy president, is desperately begging CJ KOOME to save him from William Samoei Arap Ruto's men and Raila Odinga's senators who are determined to impeach him next week. He has written a letter to CJ KOOME. Allow me to share with you an information extracted from that particular letter. Now, in a last-minute plea to suspend the impeachment process, Gachagua's legal team on Friday requested Chief Justice Martha Koome to set up an urgent hearing of the case before Tuesday ahead of the Senate's proceedings slated for Wednesday, October 16th. Gachagua's legal team is pushing for the empaneling of a bench by Chief Justice Martha Koome to hear the petition. They argue that without immediate intervention, the Senate will proceed with the impeachment process, rendering any further legal challenges moot. In their letter to the Chief Justice, they pressed for urgency, stating that the substratum of the petitions will cease to exist once the Senate begins its proceedings. But that's not all. Gachagua is not leaving anything to chance. Despite sending a letter to CJ KOOME, Gachagua filed a fresh petition submitted to the High Court seeking to block the Senate from considering the National Assembly's resolution to remove him from office. Through senior counsel Paul Mwite, Gachagua has argued that the impeachment process was riddled with falsehoods and politically motivated attacks. He further claims that the National Assembly debated issues outside the motion's scope, including allegations of undermining President William Samoei Arap Ruto rather than focusing on constitutional breaches. By the way, that is the reality on the ground. My own opinion, some members of parliament did not debate grounds that the member of parliament for Kibwezi West, Mwengi Mutuse, presented in the National Assembly. But allow me to share more information for you. Now, the crux of Gachagua's argument is that the impeachment motion does not meet the threshold set by Article 145 of the Constitution, which outlines the grounds for removing a deputy president. He claims that the public participation exercise, which is a constitutional requirement, was a mere formality, lacking genuine engagement with the citizenry. That is Rigathi Gachagua begging CJ KOOME there through that letter. In case this is your first time, take a second, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. The reality on the ground that we must accept is that more than 280 plus members of parliament passed a resolution to remove Rigathi Gachagua. And Rigathi Gachagua had promised that he will fight to the end. But I think that Rigathi Gachagua has realized three good things, and allow me to share those things. Number one, Gachagua knows very well that the senators who are in Senate today, most of them are allied to William Ruto and Raila Odinga, and are the majority. He can't get many senators in the Senate today as we speak. So he knows very well that these people are going to impeach me. They are going to impeach me. Whether I do, whether I keep quiet, whether I make anything, they have made up their mind they are going to impeach me. And by the way, if you got an opportunity to watch Rigathi Gachagua defending himself in the National Assembly, members of the National Assembly had made up their minds that they are going to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. In fact, immediately after his defense, but Minority Whip Junet Mohammed rubbished everything. I'm not defending Rigathi Gachagua, but he literally rubbished everything that Rigathi Gachagua said in Parliament. And I knew, I was following the proceedings, that these people were going to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. And right now, Rigathi Gachagua cannot wait for them to come and impeach him without fighting, because once the Senate confirms that he's impeached, the only way out is maybe to go to a court of law and seek an interpretation of that particular impeachment by the Senate, if at all they are going to impeach him. And remember, this is a unique case. We don't have any precedent where a deputy president has been impeached in the Republic of Kenya through court process. Forget about what happened during Moi's time. I'm talking about after the 2011 Constitution. Nobody has ever been impeached. We had Deputy President William Samoei Arap Ruto. He was not impeached. Rigathi Gachagua is going down in history as the first deputy president to be impeached by the National Assembly but Senate has got the mandate to confirm what will take place. Number two, Gachagua knows very well that without court orders stopping the Senate, his career comes to an end. Because from the way I look at how things are being carried out, the way even the Speaker of the Senate decided to issue a gazette notice that senators should not travel outside the country. To me personally, I am smelling something unique. That is the reality. They want numbers. They want numbers. And during Rigathi Gachagua's press, the guy really exposed the Kenya Kwanza coalition, something that they made in a boardroom. Rigathi Gachagua exposed, and I have been saying right on the Spotcheck YouTube channel that Speaker Amason King is a human being. He was hurt in one way or the other, and he knows very well that this guy must go, despite the fact the law must be followed. But inside his heart, I believe he knows that this guy must go, because even so, how he was treated in the National Assembly. Members of the National Assembly that made up their mind, this guy must go home. Gachagua knows very well without court orders, nothing will be done. He will be in Madira constituency as early as 9 a.m. on Friday, because those senators, from the look of the numbers, they are going to impeach Rigathi Gachagua. Then lastly, Gachagua knows that Ruto can't come to his rescue. That is the reality on the ground. William Ruto cannot come to his rescue. In fact, after using William Samoei Arap Ruto's old videos as a defense in the National Assembly, saying that even the president was at one point decided to attack the security agencies like the DCI and even the IG himself. Nobody brought him to the National Assembly to be impeached. But to me, that was an ignorance that I think his counsel, I'm not a lawyer, but his legal counsel ought to have advised him not to use such kind of defenses. To me, I think they were using it politically just to, in other words, kuchoma, so that Kenyans can also know that he's being witch hunted. But even William Samoei Arap Ruto was in a position to do such activities. Now, guys, that is just my opinion. We shall wait and see how CJ KOOME will respond to such kind of desperation from Rigathi Gachagua's legal team. Now, I promised at the end of my videos that I shall be carrying out civic education. Number one, remember to demonetize politics as soon as possible. That is why most people that were electing are stealing public funds. Number two, remember to register as a voter. Once you register as a voter, you will be in a position to elect leaders that will take this country forward. Bye for now, but remember to subscribe and you turn on the notification bell.